Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, there is this issue of Pastor Mackenzie and Ezekiel Odero, the unfortunate story that befell the country. And that story is currently being politicized. Yesterday, Raila Odinga dragged William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, and their spouses into the saga. In this video, I want us to look at why Raila Odinga is dragging Ruto, Gachagua, and Dorcas and Rachel into this particular matter. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. I want us to begin this video by playing for you guys a clip of William Ruto talking about the matter of Paul Mackenzie. That was the first statement, official statement, since the issue of Pastor Paul Mackenzie came up. Then immediately, you are also going to listen to Pastor Dorcas Gachagua, who is a close associate of Ezekiel Odero, because Ezekiel Odero was also arrested. Pay close attention.
Must, as a nation, continuously look out for those who want to abuse even the religious sector, people who are masquerading as religious people, yet what they do is contrary to the teachings and to the beliefs of religion, whether they are Christians, Muslim, or indeed any other religion. What we are seeing in Kilifi, in Shakahola, is akin to terrorists. There is no difference between Mr. Mackenzie, who pretends and postures as a pastor, when in fact he is a terrible criminal.
Na kama kuna mharifu, sisi tunasema kama Paul Mackenzie ako na shida na amepatikana, huyo ni Paul Mackenzie. Hata mama yake asiingizwe kwa hiyo, hata baba yake na familia yake haiko hapo, na kanisa la Bwana liachiliwe, kwa sababu huwezi kuchukua mtu mmoja na kwa sababu ulikuwa na mambo yako unaingiza maneno, unaanza kusema sijui makanisa ilifanya. Paul Mackenzie sio kanisa, yeye hata anasema si pastor, yeye ni mister.
Now, that is Dorcas Gachagua and William Ruto. And then yesterday, Raila Odinga came back into the country. And this was his statement on the issue of Paul Mackenzie and the issue of Ezekiel Odero. Raila Odinga was very clear that William Ruto is the father, and that Rigathi Gachagua's wife, Rachel, and the rest should not run away from the toe.
Shakahola! 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 Hapana ongea juu ya mambo ya bwana Mackenzie. Ati Mackenzie. Ati Ezekiel. Hapana. Hawa ni watoto. Baba yao iko ndani ya ikulu. Iko ndani ya ikulu. Hello? 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 Hawa watu ni vikundi na vinajulikana. Kila mara kwa mara wamekuwa ni maombi. Tunaomba amani, tunaombea mvua ikuje. Mara nyingine walikuwa kule Nyayo Stadium, hao wote walikuwa pale. Simeona picha yao wakiwa ndani ya Ikulu. Simeona hapo, simeona hapo. Hapa mama wa Ikulu yuko hapa. Simeona hapa. Huyu bwana Gachieta, bibi yake si vile ni askofu. Simeona hao wote wako ndani ya hiyo dhehebu. Hao ndio wameneta hiyo dhehebu. Kwa hivyo sasa tumesema ile uchunguzi ambao unafanywa kule Chakahola haiwezi kufanyika kama hakuna waandishi wa habari. Hatutaki wazuie waandishi wa habari kwenda huko.
So that's where we are currently. Raila Odinga versus William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza. But what really transpired in Kilifi? And is William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua responsible? In this video, I want us to look at why Raila Odinga is dragging Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua into the matter. And for me, Raila Odinga is right to drag them. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us get straight to the point. Why do you think Raila Odinga is dragging William Ruto into this particular matter? He's dragging Rachel Ruto into the matter. He's dragging Rigathi Gachagua's wife into the matter. For me, Raila Odinga is doing that because of these four reasons. Number one, William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, using their spouses, used the church against Raila Odinga. They used the church and turned the church into a political arena. William Ruto used the church to mobilize his supporters. For those who remember, at some point, Uhuru Kenyatta was not comfortable with early campaigns. So William Ruto decided that he was attending church services. And you know, you can't stop someone from attending a church. So he'd look for these commercial pastors around, give them money, organize event for him. So William Ruto would go to those churches and he would use those platforms to play his politics. So William Ruto used the church to mobilize. Number two, William Ruto also used the church. I'm just talking about Ruto and the church. William Ruto also used the church to hide so many things. You know, previously in this country, the churches used to be the voice of the voiceless. So they used to be independent. So they would talk about the voices facing the country. So what William Ruto has succeeded in doing is to silence the church. Because you can't go to a church, give them money, build them buildings, give them jobs, and then you expect them to talk about the government. So that's why Raila Odinga is really dragging Ruto. And then William Ruto also used these churches to really brand Raila Odinga very funny things. So there's no way you can expect Raila Odinga to find opportunities like this one now and then just let Ruto free. And I hope Raila Odinga is going to milk political capital out of this particular blunder. Because if you look at these churches, the ones which are supporting Ruto, they are not mainstream churches. They were bought. So for me, the fact that the church was used to brand Raila Odinga all sorts of names, and bishops and pastors would clap. So Raila Odinga, this is your time. Number two, I also tend to think that Raila Odinga is now out to also politicize the issue of the church. Why do I say so? Ahead of the last general election, Raila Odinga, I think while talking just on a podium, because by that time there were so many issues around the church, gave her own opinion about regulating the church in the country. Because Raila Odinga felt that so many churches were coming up and some of them were teaching things which were contrary to the teachings. Do you know what happened? Ida had to apologize because William Ruto and his team turned against Ida. They used the same church to brand Ida some other names, funny names. Now an opportunity has found itself, and everybody, including Ruto, including Kindiki, including even the member of parliament, Owen Baya of Kilifi North, where the old things happened, are now suggesting that churches need to be regulated. What has changed? And that's why if you listen to that clip by Raila Odinga, then you'll hear him talk about Ida. Number 3, there's this issue of faith diplomacy at State House. And it is fully funded by taxpayers' money. You know, Rachel Ruto decided that for her, he was creating a faith diplomacy at State House. There are almost 100 intercessors, I don't know. People who are paid money every month by the government to intercede. I don't know. Yeah? In this country. Yeah. So who are these people? Can we have their list printed? That's what Raila Odinga is telling these guys indirectly. So that if Odero is not there, if Pastor Ezekiel is not there, and there are also several other pastors, let us have the names of those pastors. And lastly, the prayer rallies. You know, William Ruto has organized, since he took over, several prayer rallies across the country. During those prayer rallies, what happens? One subject, Raila Odinga. William Ruto would call an interdenominational rallies or prayer meetings in a village. The villagers would attend a prayer, but the subject becomes Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is made a laughing stock by the pastors. And now these pastors are finding themselves in the awkward situation. What do you think Raila Odinga should do? Should he clap for Ruto? Or should he now let Ruto own the churches? And at the same time, because William Ruto has always owned the churches, why can't he also own the church leaders? So for me, that's why I think Raila is dragging Ruto into the matter. I don't know what to think. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you guys for taking your time. Bye-bye.